Hey everybody, RC for Life 29 here today. And today I'm going to do a little bit of an unboxing for you. Now, as you can see, I got a pretty big box here. Let's see if we can go ahead and get this open. Been waiting a little while to get this in the mail. After a lot of research, a lot of video watching and contemplating on which way to go, I finally decided what I was going to do and which way I was going to go. Quite a bit of paper here. Just going to set this off to the side. Now this might give it away. Y'all can see there's a handheld gimbal here. It's a Pro Action Steady Grip, and this is to put a camera on as you're walking, and it will keep it nice and steady and not give you those shots that you sometimes get with a GoPro or another camera where when you're walking you get the bouncing, up and down and everything. Don't get me wrong, I love the GoPro camera. Fantastic camera, I absolutely love it. But this is a steady grip, and as you can see, this takes a different type of camera that attaches onto this. Now, get this other box out of here. Let me move this out of the way. Place it with this box, and now we'll open up this box. Kind of feel like the, getting one of those things where you get multiple size boxes. Okay. Here we have a nice little case. Get this out of here. Now we'll get rid of this box. I will say it was packaged very well. So we're going to go ahead and open this up. Let me go ahead and bring you all a little bit closer so you can actually see what's going on here. There, now you can see right down in here. Okay, well, what we got is this nice little card here that pretty much tells us everything that we got, and it says welcome pilot. Now for those of you that don't know what a Q500 Plus Typhoon is, it is a quadcopter or drone, as some like to call them. So this is a list of everything that's in here, and as we see, we have all of the manuals, share a video, and this is showing you the handheld gimbal. You actually can attach your phone to this so you can see what the camera's seeing while you're recording. That way you know exactly what shots you're getting. So this is all the documentation needed for this drone or quadcopter. You get 2 sets of props. So there's 8 props in here, which is very nice. Let me go ahead and see. this box here should have the SD card and accessories in it. Let me zoom y'all back out so we're not quite so claustrophobic here. Okay, so this has the neck strap that attaches to the radio. The USB cable to hook the quadcopter to your computer. This is the USB drive that lets you update the firmware on your quadcopter. It actually hooks to the quadcopter through this little plug right here. I don't want to make this unboxing really long and drawn out, guys. There's a pair of tweezers in case you get a sliver. No, I'm just kidding. The way this drone is designed, or this quadcopter is designed, where this USB cord and plug into the quadcopter, you have to kind of reach back into the battery box and fish that other end of the cable out to hook onto this, and it's kind of hard to get your fat fingers in there, and so they give you these nice little tweezers that helps with that. Okay, we have the key to lock up the case. This is the balancing plug for the charger, because these are 3-cell LiPo batteries that come with this, and you need a balancing plug so all the cells get charged together. There is an Allen wrench with extra screws in here and a latch that goes to the battery tray. So this could be indication that maybe this is a weak link in the quadcopter. And this is your tool to use to hold your motors steady while tightening on the propellers or the rotors, so you can get them nice and tight so they don't fly off. And the last thing in here is this actually holds all your information for your quadcopter for when you're doing your firmware backups or upgrades. So this is your card for that. Okay, like I said, you do get all the 2 sets of props, and these are quite large, so this gives you an indication of how large this quadcopter is. And then this attachment here, I believe, is the sunshade to go on the controller of the Q500 Plus. And that's exactly what this is. This sets on your controller, keeps the sun out of your eyes or off the screen so you can see what your quadcopter is doing. One of the things that you should know is that you should not try to fly this quadcopter by looking at this screen alone, so you always want to keep your quadcopter in your line of sight. If you do try flying just by this screen and not watching what your quadcopter is doing, there's a very high likelihood that you're going to have a mishap and destroy your quadcopter. And get into the meat and potatoes here, so to speak. Now in here, as you can see, we do have the quadcopter. We have our USB power plug to plug in our charger. We have our cord. This goes, to the charger. This charger is right here. Our power cord and our USB cord for plugging in. Here is our charger. Again, this, just hooks in right here. There is a 7.5 amp fuse in this. Down here buried a little bit deeper, they do provide you with a car charger as well, so it's a handy feature. So in case your batteries do go dead while you're out in the field, can plug in the handy car charger and charge your batteries while you're out having fun. I've been told this fits in here very snugly through all the other reviews that I've watched. And this is the Q500. Now, as you can see the size of my hand, this is a large quadcopter. Right here is our 1080p high definition camera. This does have a gimbal protector on here because this does have a 3-axis gimbal. Now, as you can see, this plugs in on the bottom. Got all this yellow taping on here that's giving you all your cautions and everything, but this is a large quadcopter. Then we do have the remote control. This is a screen that you will be able to see everything that the camera is seeing on here. And again, like I said, you probably shouldn't try to fly this by this screen alone. You need to be watching where your quadcopter is. If you're trying to fly from here, you're probably going to have an accident because you're not going to be able to see what's above or off to the sides of your quadcopter. You're only going to see what's in front of it, and you're probably going to go down. Now, all these trim switches here, they have no function with this quadcopter whatsoever. I'm sure this radio is going to be used, or this transmitter is going to be used for other versions of the Yuneec quadcopter line, and then maybe those will come into play. We have very nice controls here. They don't feel real cheap or anything. And the power on and off button, they have put this protective shield on here. As you can see, on the first version of the Q500, this was not on there, and people were hitting this button by accident while they had their quadcopter in the air, and it was killing the engine, or all of the engines, all 4 motors, and the thing was dropping to earth like a brick. Okay. Now this is the control right here for the camera, to let the camera oscillate up and down so you can get those nice shots. And right here we have turtle and rabbit modes. So in turtle, the quadcopter is going to move very slowly. It's not going to have any really fast movements, and that would be for a beginner. And then you can put it anywhere in between, all the way up to rabbit, where it's going to be more responsive. Now this button right here is for taking pictures, so you can take still pictures, and I believe those are in 16 megapixels. Okay, and then this is for video, and like I said, we have 1080p video at up to 60 frames per second. Now right here we have smart mode, angle mode, and home mode. In smart mode, the quadcopter is limited to how far away from you it can go and how high it can go. In angle mode, most of those limitations are taken off. There's still a 400-foot ceiling because that's FAA rules that this thing cannot go over 400 feet high. Okay, and it does have a range, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, of 0.62 of a mile. So just under 3/4 of a mile, if I'm not mistaken. So here we have the nice little attachment where you can attach that neck strap, and that way you're not holding it. It is a pretty good size transmitter. We have our power on and off switch right here to turn the transmitter on and the screen. There is no antennas on this that you can see, so everything is, coming from within. One thing Yuneec has claimed is that they have pretty much eliminated flyaways. Now that is something that has kind of tormented some of the other quadcopter brands out there. So, hopefully that was one of my big reasons of going with the Yuneec Q500 Plus, because I really did not want to spend the kind of money that you spend for one of these and then watch it fly away, as I have no control of it. So one of the other really neat things with Yuneec as a company is most of the times when you buy a quadcopter, you get one battery. This comes with not one, but two of these 5,400 milliamp hour 3-cell batteries, lithium polymer batteries. So that is quite a value when you figure each one of these are $99, and they give you two of them right off the bat. So 2 batteries included with the kit. Now this is the professional edition or the pro edition, and you get this nice aluminum case that holds the quadcopter and all of the accessories right in one nice case. This is the unboxing of the Q500, just a short overview of everything that you get in the box. I hope this was helpful to anyone that may be looking at purchasing a quadcopter in the future. So if you enjoy this kind of stuff, let me know, and I'll make sure that we get some footage out there for you. Now this is going to be seen on both of my channels, not only on the Massachusetts Prepper channel, but also on the RC for Life 29 channel. So, if you guys in the prepping community like this kind of stuff and would like to see the video of this, let me know and I'll put some of it on my prepping channel, or you can check me out on RC for Life 29. The fun starts here, and see this thing in action as well. Okay, so we'll see y'all on the ground or in the air. Y'all take care.